Okay, 1579. Good luck. We get white for this game, so knight f3 as per usual. Oh, it's another new account. It's another new account, potentially a bit dodgy then. There's a really big problem with new accounts right now, and on not just on lichess. So I'll play a few moves and see how it pans out, but we'll just see. Take it move at a time, then we might move on to another game. Let's just see how it pans out. So let's develop our knight. Okay, let's now develop a pawn and just develop the bishop to break the pin that we've just created. So he's played across here, moving rather quickly, isn't he? So let's just guard here and then develop here. Yeah, moving instantly, and he's going to go for this as well. Yeah, doesn't really feel like I'm playing a 1579, but he's got 50 games, it says on the account. That's more than enough to establish your level, and it could be the level, but these opening moves don't suggest it. Shall we launch a pawn here? Shall we even castle this side? I'm going to just develop the bishop for now. I might prepare castling this side. No, I'm going to launch a pawn. I'm going to launch the pawn. Yeah, I had a suspicious opponent in the last game I've played. Now it looks like I might have two in a row, but it is what it is. So I'm still looking at a move like queen up and then just preparing queenside castling despite this pawn structure. So if I launch one now, does it matter? If I go here, I guess he's going to push. But I could take actually, and if the queen comes off, it's a lot less risky. A lot less risky if I get the queen off. So take could actually be good. Take, and it doesn't matter what he takes back with. It's then safer to castle. So does it do me any good if I push forward and kick the knight first? So if he ignores it and takes, I can take here. So I've lost a pawn and gained a knight. If I lose a knight, I gain a pawn and attack the king. And then I can take back here. But I'm just thinking it might be better to go here. It's whether I throw this in first. And if he takes, I can always take back with a pawn. I'm not committed. But if I push the pawn on 2, he can go here. But it drives his knight back, doesn't it? So I like the look of that. So I'm going to push the pawn. It means it's less chance I can actually castle this side now. Yeah, and he's moving instantly, and he instantly. Yeah, they shouldn't really let these new accounts in these arenas, but I think I'm just going to trade off and get the queen off the board. Then it'll be a bit more simpler to play. Okay, he's moving just essentially instantly. Not quite right here. Here, he's got these two moves, otherwise we crash in. So here, he's got bishop here. Then what follow-up have we got? Bishop here, but then my knight's a bit stuck. It's a nice development move, isn't it? It gives him a chance to go wrong, but I think he'll play that fairly quickly. Let's just see. And he does indeed. Not really too surprised. So if I castle now, it might allow rook down. You've got to watch out for moves like that. So I think I'm actually just going to play a nice calm rook across and stop this, and I can just take with a bishop maybe and then drop the knight back if I need to. So he's actually played knight back. Okay, that might give me a development move with my knight, or indeed this way. So I can play my knight across. If you take, I can take back, but your rook would hang, so you can't take, right? If he takes now, I've got rook takes rook, and the checks are covered. And he sees that instantly as well. He sees that instantly as well. Let's just drop the knight back. Playing rather well, isn't he? I can always drop back if I need to. I can castle now. Oh, my threatening knight takes pawn. I guess he'll probably see that as well. So has he missed that? So I can actually take a pawn here. And if he plays knight takes, we collect the rook. So I might be able to take here. It looks like it, doesn't it? Is there a follow-up though? Say he takes and I take here. The check is covered, right? It looks okay. So let's grab the pawn. We threaten the knight twice, and if the knight moves, we hit the rook. He's got bishop back where it was, and then we've got knight in, and we hit the rook and bishop. You never know with these new accounts how legit they are, but there is a bit of a problem on the platforms with new accounts, especially at the higher ratings. Not many games on this one. They shouldn't really let them in the arenas until they've played enough games, so they're knight check and it just wins the game, or it should do. They should have to play, say, a month before you can play in the arenas, that's what I think, and then it just reduces this element that you get where some people do like to abuse it and just keep getting new account after new account and just playing the arena tournaments and basically just messing them up. We take you. This one should be good now, especially if we get our knight back. We just want to win the game. It doesn't matter how we win it. Now, I've got bishop up here, looks nice actually, and we're threatening to come in. So we're threatening to crash through with checkmate. He's got knight up and I can take. Oh, hold on, his rook takes a move. Pawn takes, check here. He's still covered, so just bishop takes. So this account looks like it's legit, doesn't it? It looks like it's legit, but there is a bit of a problem on the platforms, not just on lichess, with new accounts. So he's found knight up, so I think we just take. If we go with the bishop here, though, there is a threat to attack two pieces. You're still going to pay attention, but it's got to be right to take. And I can always drop my knight back, or I can just collect the pawn. Now, if I collect the pawn here, we threaten a discovered check. He can go here, and we just collect this one. So I like the idea of just going with a knight, no risk of getting it trapped, and now collect this one. Okay, so he's played bishop down. So I can actually step up here, I think. If he takes, we can pin. Now he takes us here and we take him here. So if I go here on the dark square, again, there is a little bit of a risk, isn't there? So, but I've got to guard my knight, so it makes sense for now. If he takes, the simplest is just to go here and swap the knight for the bishop. Okay, that's what he's done. So that's what I'm going to play. Just collect the bishop, give up the knight, get castled, and get the extra rook into the game. Okay, so we're now castle. We've got a rook check, which looks nice. Rook across looks nice. Okay, so I think we just throw a check in here, and then we come here. We just got to pay attention here, not to blunder the back rank. So pawn up. That should just kill the game. You can still potentially get a pawn here, so you just got to pay attention, but pawn up takes all the risk out of it. All the risk. There's no check now. My bishop guards the rook anyway, but put the king on a light square, so there's no check. I mean, I've got rook back as well, and we can just get something off the board. But you can see it's fundamentally a decent play, this. Okay, so he's pushed his pawn, so I will develop my king. Now he's pushed another pawn, so I think it's time to maybe go here. Just trade everything off and it's an easy win, or it should be. So let's go here. If king up, I can actually check here. And that should just kill the game. He's played bishop up, so we can now check and just collect the bishop, or indeed the rook. Oh, that's both. That's actually a check. Then we've got the rook here. He's got pawn pushes, so there's no stalemate. We've ended up with a win there, so it looks like it was legit, but you never know with these new accounts. There's a big problem with new accounts right now. So we pause so we don't accidentally start another game. So we've got 37 moves. They're the move times for both players. So let's put it through the analyzer like we do with all our rapid games. So we're all the way much better here. We've been better here and blundered it back. So there's a blip on move 15. 90 and 82 on the accuracy. Blip on move 15. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, so the engine liked me to just play h3 here rather than going for b3. So I'm plus 2.8 here, at least in engine language anyway. But we've got a little bit of a blip coming up. So it was okay to push here. The queen trade was good. Then I should have just pushed the pawn here and allowed this structure, and that would have been good for me. Then I guess you've got the bishop coming up. You might get in around the king. You might get the bishop up further down the line. So that's something useful to know for other games. Then he should have just traded there, not dropped the knight back. Or then here we can just still take. Oh, because we've got knight in, I guess. Knight in's going to win the rook. That's nice, isn't it? So, yeah, this is the little blip I had. I should have played knight takes pawn. And if he takes, we've got knight in and we're going to win the rook. The king can't guard it. There's no way to protect the rook. Then the knight must be coming back out as well. It's not getting trapped. Just go straight back again. So again, that's where you're just a little bit sharper, a little bit more focused. You'd see that. In a longer time control game, you'd see that. So we've got a little bit of a blip there. But if that's my only blunder of the game, that's fair enough. So here we've managed to win a pawn. Then there's really the losing blunder because we now win the rook. And it's just a case of simplifying the position there as best as you can. Swap pieces off, keep your extra piece. We're a rook up, and it's just a case of trying to now convert. So here we should have grabbed the pawn, but I just went ultra safety first. It doesn't matter how you win, as long as you find a way to win. I'm not bothered about technicalities like this, so that wins the game. So it is what it is.